10 pounds in 7 days. It's not clickbait. This overly husky man lost 10 pounds in 7 days from this peptide.
You were 245
a couple days
on
ago.
the 5th.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
It's called semaglutide, and today we're going over everything you need to know about it and exactly how I take it because it's a little bit different. And this is huge. It could save your big fat life. Here's the deal. At this point, I'd given up on Adam. I convinced him I was signing him up for fat camp, and for some reason he didn't realize there is no fat camp for 31-year-old men.
Hey, this is the place.
Don't forget your back. And in reality, I was just leaving him in the desert to die. But later that week, I was listening to a podcast and heard somebody I really respect say,
"This is the first thing I've seen where you're like, oh shit."
So I dug in deeper, started doing some research, then started taking it myself, and after about a week, I realized this could save Adam's big fat mess of a life.
Sorry, bud. Looks like they canceled it this year. Is that a dirty Sanchez?
100%.
Who gave you a dirty Sanchez?
I don't know, dude. Got weird out here. Did it to myself.
Now, I'm sure your first response is going to be similar to that of Adam's girlfriend.
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like he can do it on his own.
Here's the problem. This is Adam in high school. And here's Adam today. At no point in the past 13 years has he done anything but slowly erode it. His starting body fat percentage was 36%. That's the same amount of fat in heavy cream. So after agreeing with his girlfriend that he was wrong, that was a dumb idea, he's definitely not gonna take it, we found a clinic right by his house and he took his first shot of semaglutide. So the question is, what is it? Structurally, it's 95% identical to GLP-1, which is a 30 amino acid peptide that's naturally secreted by your intestines, and it's responsible for making you feel satiated as well as stimulating insulin secretion. It's your body's way of telling you to stop eating, you big fat fuck. I needed something visually to show what a game changer this is. So the 1,961 diabetes with a BMI of 30 or greater will be represented by these gummy bears. This pile is the placebo group, the 655 sorry bastards who spent 68 weeks mostly just eating their own tears. In this pile, 1,306 participants given semaglutide, progressively worked up to a dose of 2.4 milligrams per week, which in my little experience is insane. If I took that, I wouldn't eat for a month. The trial was ran for 68 weeks. Everyone involved was given a very strict diet and training protocol, and the percentage of people in the placebo group to lose at least 5% of their body mass was 33.1%. The percentage of people that lost at least 10% of their body mass was 11%. And those that lost at least 15% of their body mass, 5%. And those that lost a whopping 20% of their body mass, 2%. Now in the semaglutide group, the percentage of people that lost at least 5% of their body mass was 92%. The percentage of people that lost at least 10% of their body mass was 74.8%. Those that lost at least 15% of their body mass was 54.8%. And those that lost at least 20% of their body mass, which, just so we're clear, is a fuck ton. If the person was 400 pounds, that means they lost 80 pounds over the course of a year and 3.5 months. Fucking insane. The percentage of people in this group that lost that, 34.8%. So why am I telling you this? Why am I going through the process of testing this on myself? I'm not ignorant to the fact that my childhood perfectly prepared me for this. Growing up around a bunch of alcoholics makes you know that the only way to not end up like that is to live a structured life. Some people just didn't have that luxury. They grew up with good parents and had a happy childhood, and that shit fucks you up. It doesn't prepare you for the fact that life's not fair and will only give you as much as you're willing to sacrifice. So I don't expect people halfway through their lives to suddenly learn self-control. And we all have those people in our lives. I guarantee there's somebody close to you that's just slowly eating themselves to death. And let's be honest, for all those greedy bastards like myself, this could potentially unlock what you thought was previously possible based upon your genetics. I mean, shit, I've lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. I've even heard Joe recently talk about
semaglutide,
saying it's what turned Khloe Kardashian from a to a all right. Now I had Adam do a DEXA scan about a week apart, and there is bad news. He lost muscle mass, but I'll take the blame for that because I just assumed that he knew he should be eating protein or even what protein is, and it turns out he just ate a shitload of Chewy bars. But we'll know for sure if that's something we need to look out for in 3 weeks when I get another scan. The good news is he lost just under 3 pounds of pure fat, and of that, almost a full pound of visceral fat. Even the guy taking the test had no idea how the fuck that happened. So why am I so excited about this? Why make an entire video? Because this is potentially for anyone. That's why I'm testing it, Adam's on it, and even my wife is taking it because the efficacy mixed with the low risk profile means that it stretches across the board. It can be used in a competitive bodybuilding sense, or your uncle who's one cheeseburger away from a heart attack. Now, the way I take this is a little bit different because remember, this was originally designed for fat and lazy people, so they gave them 1 milligram once a week. If you do that, you're gonna feel the side effect of being nauseous, so what I do is I split it up into a daily dose. I take 0.15 milligrams or 150 micrograms daily. That ends up adding up to a little over a gram a week. How do you get it? Well, it's pretty damn easy to get. I recommend everybody just go to a TRT clinic. Most of them will have it nowadays. It's simple, but I'm not ignorant to the fact that you can order this stuff online because it's still kind of the wild, wild west when it comes to peptides. And no, I'm not gonna recommend my favorite website that happens to be in the thumbnail of this video. At the end of the day, I don't know how long I'm gonna stay on this for, but I wanted to test it and share it with you because it could potentially save your big fat fucking life.
It got weird out here. Did it to myself.
All right.